Hey all you Simonites, it's Simon Simaan, owner and broker of the Simon Simaan Group right here in beautiful sunny Orlando. And today we're gonna interview the COO of one of the top luxury boutique hotels in the country, and they're headquartered right here, boom, in Orlando, Florida. See that building right there? It says Kessler, the Kessler Collection. You guessed it right. And a little birdie told me that the COO loves Krispy Kreme Doughnuts. And you know the Simon Simaan Group always delivers. So without further ado, let's see what this beautiful hotelier collection has to offer. Let's go, guys.
Come in.
Hey, Mark, how you doing?
Hey, Simon, great to see you. What a surprise, what a surprise.
Krispy Kreme Doughnuts. We might have lost a few in the process getting
is that
here.
right?
They're in my belly.
Well, you know a way to my heart, don't you? Krispy Kreme Doughnuts.
Yeah, I know, big way.
Good.
So we're with Mark Kessler, the COO of the Kessler Collection right here in Orlando, Florida. He's gonna talk to us more about his hotel and what kind of developments the future looks.
Good, Simon. Thanks for coming by today. Appreciate it.
Should we dive into the Krispy Kreme Doughnuts right now or wait till after the interview?
No. We won't get to an interview if we do that. So let's start with the serious stuff first.
So the biggest thing is, why do you like Krispy Kreme Doughnuts so much?
Well, you know, growing up in the South, I grew up in Atlanta, Georgia. I was born here in Orlando, but growing up in the South, there's two things that are very important: Krispy Kreme Doughnuts and Waffle House. And you know, maybe sometimes instead of going to Sunday school at church, my buddy and I would sneak down on Ponce de Leon Avenue to Krispy Kreme. And I have our own little Sunday school there, you know. But anyway, there's just, I don't know, part of the South that I grew up with, and always had a sweet tooth. 2 was a magic number. 3 would get me a little sick, but 2 is a magic number. You know, 1 for each hand.
It has to be hot and fresh, right?
Hot and fresh, hot now.
That's the key. And these babies are hot and fresh.
I like it. So let's get to this interview so we can get to the donuts, right?
All right. So what is the Kessler Collection? How did it start?
Well, the Kessler Collection is a luxury boutique hotel owner, operator, and developer based here in Orlando, Florida. We've been owning and developing and operating hotels ever since 1995 here in the market. We've had some other hotels before the Bohemian in Orlando, which was our first really kind of high-end boutique hotel, which we opened in 2001. But we had several hotels down near Universal and SeaWorld before that, but we really made our name with the Bohemian in Orlando in 2001.
How did it start?
So my father, who's our patriarch of the company, he was in the hotel business here in Orlando in the early 70s, moved to Atlanta, was affiliated with Days Inn for a number of years, and after leaving Days Inn, he went off and started a chain of banks and some other real estate development, but really his heart was in the hotel business, really wanted to do something creative. So he moved here with my mom in 1995 and started Grand Theme Hotels, which was a Castle Hotel, was our first hotel on I Drive. And then we did a few others, like I said, by SeaWorld and Universal. But really, as we started to evolve our company and really grow into building unique properties, we changed our name to the Kessler Collection. Probably, I think it was in the late 90s. And we opened the Grand Bohemian in Orlando. We opened the Celebration Hotel.
Love that hotel, by the way. Beautiful brand.
It's beautiful, right? And so we've really made a name in the industry with the Grand Bohemian. And this individual character of each property is all about art and music, cuisine, design, and each Grand Bohemian hotel is different. They're like the Casa Monica's not a Grand Bohemian, but one of our hotels in St. Augustine. They all have their own unique personality.
So why did you guys choose Orlando as your headquarters?
Like I said, my mom and dad lived here in 1970 to 75, right as Disney was kind of taking off and booming. My dad built 4,000 hotel rooms here, and actually he moved to Orlando out of necessity for the business in 1975, I think it was. Look, I liked Orlando then, and it's nothing what it was today. I mean, it was very, Disney and Universal, very obviously the largest employers in the market, and Orlando was very much service oriented. And I moved away for a few years and had a few other jobs and went to grad school, but then obviously found myself back here in 2002. And I just love the weather, the climate, and it really started to grow as a city and a community and started to be a little more diverse with some more cultural activities. And I just had a feeling for, and obviously being based, our company's based here for all the reasons I mentioned. There's no better place in Orlando for weather, cost of living. Obviously the I-4 improvements are done now, which makes getting through Orlando a lot easier now. We have hotels up in Savannah, and it's an easy drive from here to there. So it's really
well, that's a good segue to the next discussion, new developments.
New developments.
I mean, you guys are transforming Savannah. You have all these new developments going on. So kind of talk to you about that.
My dad built the first hotel there in, I think, 1970. And we've built, over the years, I think 7 or 8 hotels there. And our latest and greatest was a Plant Riverside District, which is where the JW Marriott is. In Savannah, we own and we operate that property under a license agreement with Marriott. But we really created with Plant Riverside District. You've been there, you've seen it. It's entertainment.
It's the most
district,
unique hotel I've ever been to.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing inside. I haven't seen any hotels with dinosaur fossils inside the lobby.
134-foot dinosaur over your head, right? Towering over your head. But really, we kind of took everything that we've learned over the years and started this project back. Basically, we closed on the property December 31st, 2012, and opened it about 8 or 9 years later. So we opened it actually during the middle of the pandemic. Not an ideal time, but you got to carry on with your business. And so we've had very good success with that project so far, and it's still ramping up. We opened up all 419 rooms last year. We opened 300 the year before, and then we opened another 115 rooms last year. So we got 419 rooms JW Marriott. We got 15 food and beverage venues, including about 4 different rooftop bars. We've got a barbecue joint, a sushi joint, seafood, pizza, gelato, high-end chop house. So you name it, we've got everything for everybody. So we really want to create an entertainment district, much like a cruise ship, where you capture people there and they don't want to leave. They're on that location and they're going shopping, they're going dining. We've actually created a live music venue there. We partnered with Live Nation to bring live music acts there for about 400 or 500 general admission, enough for 400 or 500 people there. Have concerts. We've had some well-known We've had some well-known concerts there for musicians that you would know, to local musicians. We're doing gospel brunches there, so we're really doing things there to really attract the locals, the visitors, as well as keep our hotel guests there.
I mean, you guys repurposed this building because it was a power plant before, so you have huge smokestacks.
Right.
And one story I absolutely love was when you were telling me that they made the building so beautiful back in the day because if electricity ever failed, then it could be converted to a theater or whatever, which is absolutely mind-boggling to me.
Yeah. This power plant was built in 1912. It was added on to over the years and finally completed in the mid or late 1950s. But really, the power was this thing that nobody really knew what it was, and so they really wanted to create this structure to really say, hey, this is prominent. This means something, right? So much like it is today, that property means something. It's really the centerpiece of what we developed there, and we work with the city and a lot of the locals there over years and years of planning, and like I said, finally 8 or 9 years later, we opened the property in July of 2020.
One thing I didn't realize was how close Savannah is from Orlando, because it's only about 4 hours away.
Yeah, it's 200, I can tell you exactly, from my house, which is over here in Dr. Phillips, to the doorstep is 296 miles, an easy drive on I-4 to I-95, and you can easily do it in 4 hours and 15 minutes, so it's a nice drive.
And every one of your hotels is so unique. What else is in the pipeline that we should expect you guys to be coming out this year?
So we're currently have 4 projects in the pipeline. We've always got between 2 and 4 projects, and by that I mean they could be in the pre-development, they could be under construction. But right now we've got one that's just wrapping up in Greenville, South Carolina. So actually next week, actually on Sunday, I'm heading there for a week with Diana, and we're actually installing all the art. So that's one of the last things we do is we go in there, we saw all the art that you see around here. We've actually got a lot of art coming out of the office going in there, and we'll replenish the art with art we've got in our warehouse. But a lot of the art we curate, actually all the art we curate ourselves and put in the hotel. So we're really excited about the Greenville Hotel opening at the end of August. It's a beautiful hotel. It'll be our first lodge. It's called the Grand Bohemian Lodge, Greenville, set on the Reedy River at the one end of the Liberty Bridge there, looking over over the Falls Park and Reedy River. It's a stunning property, 187 rooms, a spa, It's got a wonderful bar, super restaurant there overlooking the falls. So that's going to be a spectacular property opening here in about just 2 months from now. And then next on tap is New Bern, North Carolina. Many people, it's like, well, where the heck is that? And I talked to many people. You don't know where that is? Well, if you go up the coast, you go kind of up towards Wilmington, that area. It's just downriver. Many people here, obviously in Florida, are boaters. Hatteras Yachts, well, it's 2 miles basically downriver from Hatteras Yachts. So at the confluence of two rivers, a beautiful old town founded in the late 1800s, was the first capital of North Carolina, and is home to Pepsi Cola, where Pepsi Cola was founded right across the street from our site. So we bought a building that was built in the early 1900s as an Elks Lodge, and we're converting it to a 46-room boutique hotel with a speakeasy, a Starbucks in it, and a restaurant and some meeting space. So that'll be our second hotel. We'll start construction on that first quarter of next year. Beautiful property. It'll take about 16 months. And then right after that, we're going to start a property in Cashiers, North Carolina. Many people from Orlando know Cashiers, know Highlands area. It's a beautiful part of Western North Carolina. We're going to do another district there. We've bought 25 acres. We're going to do a commercial development with some retail and some residential components. A beautiful green space of about 6 acres with walking trails and some nature trails. And then we're going to develop a beautiful lodge with some cabins and some cottages for glamping, which is super exciting. So that's all on tap, and we've got a few others in the pipeline, but those are the next 3 immediate projects we're working on right now.
It's absolutely amazing. You guys are like groundbreaking. What I love about your company is you're pioneers. Like St. Augustine, you guys bought the Casa Monica, you developed it, and everything is booming in St. Augustine. So if you want a good tip, guys, wherever these guys go with their new projects, trust me, you want to invest in those towns. That's right. And that's a good example. It's St. Augustine, what you guys did.
Yeah, and actually the reason we're in Greenville is the mayor came to see us in Savannah. He was there on a speaking engagement. Says, look, Kessler, he tracked us down one night at 9 o'clock at our hotel. We're having a glass of wine. We invited him to sit down and said, look, Kessler, he goes, I love your hotels. I need your hotel in Greenville, South Carolina. So come to Greenville. So that's how we're ended up in Greenville. So many times, we have people approach us about, hey, you need to be in this city or that city or another city. Or sometimes it's by accident. My dad and my sister were on vacation in St. Augustine, which is how they came across the Casa Monica, which at the time was the county courthouse, which was for sale. So, so if you have other Simonites out there, Simon, that say, hey, we got a great place to visit, but we need a great Kessler hotel there, let us know, and we'll put it on our search list.
Kessler Nights, I should say.
Yeah. Right.
So what makes your hotel so different compared to other hotels?
Well, if you've been in any of them, which I know you've been in a few, each one is different, right? Each one is unique, but each one has a common thread of art, design, music, culinary experiences. So every hotel is tailored to the destination, and none is like the other. So when you walk into one, you'll feel the Kessler experience, whether it's the service, the culinary experiences, the art collection, the art gallery, the design of the hotel. So everyone is unique, everyone is different, and we really, we really create that boutique experience. We want somebody to feel like they've been to Savannah or they've been to St. Augustine, and we always like to weave a thread of education through it. So you'll see at our new hotel in Greenville, South Carolina, we've got a lot of Native American art there. So really telling the kind of history of the Native American art through our exhibition there. If you go to Savannah Plant Riverside District, we created a natural science museum. You mentioned the dinosaur in the lobby, so you can really learn about the history of Savannah, the history of fossil fuels. You can learn about the history of the power plant. So again, every one of our hotels, we do have a thread of education through it.
And as far as your relationship with Marriott, I mean, that was a great decision. Why did you guys decide to do that?
So back in, I think it was 2009, mid-year, we were approached by Marriott to come up to Bethesda, the headquarters, and talk to them about a new collection of hotels they wanted to begin. And we had some friends at Marriott, so we went up there and said, look, Kessler, you've got some of the most successful and beautiful boutique hotels in America. We want to start an affiliation, basically a soft brand they call it, of boutique hotels within the Marriott collection across the United States. We said, look, we're really flattered, but we really have no interest in doing that. Our hotel's performing well, and said, look, we'll make you an offer you can't refuse. So needless to say, we sat there and had a couple meetings with them, and over a period of about 4 or 5 months, we had a handshake deal and then a signed agreement at the end of 2009 to start the Autograph Collection. So we put 7 of our Kessler Collection hotels in the Autograph Collection for Marriott. Basically what that is, like I said, a soft brand. So if you go stay at one of our hotels, it still has a feel of a boutique hotel of whoever the operator is, which is us, obviously, the creator. But you have the loyalty points and the kind of some of the benefits of being in the Bonvoy program with Marriott. So you can either use, either redeem or earn points at the Autograph Collection hotels, and some other benefits. But and you can book it on Marriott.com. But for us, it's just another avenue to market our Kessler Collection hotels. And then actually Autograph Collection today is over 200 hotels around the world. It's been their most successful brand launch. And obviously starting off with 7 of our hotels, and we put 9 or 10 in there eventually. That's obviously kind of helped people in the industry say, hey, if Kessler did it, we know it's a good thing.
Yeah, you guys are always raising the bar.
Yeah, always raising the bar.
I mean, for the largest hotel company in the world to approach you guys, that's like a testament to what you guys are doing. I mean, the proof's in the pudding.
You bet. And we had obviously Arnie Sorensen, their former past CEO, is passed away a little while ago of cancer. But I mean, he was a huge proponent of us and what we did, and it's because of him and our relationship with Marriott, we got the Plant Riverside District project done and financed with Marriott's help and the seal and approval of Arnie Sorensen and other key executives there, like Tony Capuano, the current president and CEO of Marriott.
Well, Mark, all this talk made me hungry.
I know, it's time to eat some Krispy Kreme Doughnuts,
Let's
right?
dive into these bad boys.
All right.
Well, there you have it, all you Simonites. I can open this box.
It's a small box, Simon. Usually I get a whole dozen myself.
There we go.
You bought me 6 of them.
I got it open.
All right, that's good.
Well, there you have it, all you Simonites. We learned a lot about the Kessler Collection. If you want to stay in amazing hotels, make sure you book through KesslerCollection.com or even the Marriott website, where they're featured as well. And we also learned wherever the Kessler Collection goes, you definitely want to follow. But please do not stalk Mark Kessler. Follow the Kessler Collection. They're a great hotel. Every home has a story. Let us tell yours. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification button on top. In the meantime, Mark and I are going to enjoy these nice donuts.
Cheers, Simon. Cheers.
Let's go.
Delicious.
They are really
Hot now.